Let's talk about the mysterious UFO over Las Vegas seen by an air ambulance pilot with night vision. What did he see that night? Is it a UFO? Mylar balloons?
Section 51.
Section 51.
Section 51.
Hi everyone, what's up? I am GH aka DoseGeek, back with Section 51. Really happy to be with you again. If you are fascinated by UFOs as I am, I'm sure you recently read this story on internet, the case of the mystery object over Las Vegas seen by an air ambulance pilot with night vision. And I must admit that I also watched the last video of Secure Team talking about this UFO. So this is the opportunity to talk about Secure Team 2. And in general, I think that we can also say that Tyler and his channel Secure Team are a big reference on YouTube in terms of ufology and mysterious phenomena. Sometimes Tyler raises very relevant questions concerning ufology, and some other times I have to say that he is a little more in the imagination or giving some sensational news in order to get always more views. But somewhere I think this is not a problem. We all do the same, but not such a so big problem as the so-called debunkers would like us to believe anyway. First, most of YouTubers always want more views. It makes sense. Let's not hide it. We are all the same, I guess. Moreover, I think that nowadays most of people who watch videos on YouTube, and especially UFO videos on YouTube, are aware that a major part of these videos are fake or manipulated videos. But at the same time, we are all attracted by the unexplained. Well, I guess we can't help it. And it's true that we live in a very strange universe, a world full of unexplained things, of unexplained events. The human curiosity is inexhaustible, just like our own imagination. I know what I'm talking about because as a YouTuber myself with Section 51, I started our own channel at the same time that Secure Team. And congratulations to you, Tyler, for your work on your channel. Whereas on Section 51 we started with CGI videos with UFOs, Tyler focused very early on more concrete and real-time information, while sometimes allowing some gaps in the field of imagination. And at this time, he was not alone in suffering the attack of the debunkers, as always, on the internet. And whereas he is now still the target of a lot of debunkers and haters, I have to say that it got a little quieter for us since we did the face reveal on our channel Section 51. Generally, I think that debunkers are against everything that concerns UFOs on the internet. They certainly believe that they own the monopoly of truth on the subject, but I'm not sure that this is so obvious. Some of the arguments they provide in order to prove that their way of thinking is the good way are sometimes completely distorted or almost laughable. They seem to be leading a crusade of truth, their own truth, on the internet. And sometimes the crusade tends towards hatred. Maybe they also try to surf on big YouTubers' popularity to get more views, because this is also the reality of internet. But let's get back to this ridiculous crusade. On one side, you will have these few people who believe in nothing and think that everything in their life is explainable. No place for imagination. Those people who have the arrogance to pretend they know everything about everything. And on the other side, you will have people who live in the real world but who are also aware that there is a part of unexplained and uncontrollable in all that surrounds us. You must know now that I am one of them. I think that we all need to step back on these topics in order to study them as seriously as possible, but we also need to reserve a part of freedom for imagination and fun. We must respect each other and discuss quietly to have as constructive a debate as possible. And to return to the video of Tyler talking about the mysterious UFO over Las Vegas, I would say that Tyler sometimes lives too easily and too often in cover-up theories. That's my point of view. In this last case, for example, how can he prove that there is an attempt of cover-up? I mean, this is just one theory among many others. Please, let's stay a bit objective. I'm not saying this is an alien spaceship and there is a cover-up, and on the other side, I'm not saying too that this is a weather balloon, or simply a balloon. I listen to the various comments, the various theories, and I am trying to make up my own mind. So, what is the mystery object over Las Vegas? Let's try to dig a little deeper. Around 9 p.m. local time on Saturday, March the 16th of 2019, a Mercy Air 21 air ambulance helicopter was flying about 15 miles west of central Las Vegas when the helicopter pilot noted to an air traffic controller that he had spotted a UFO in the distance and could only see it because he was wearing a night vision goggles. The controller responded that he had nothing on radar in the area. Listen to the radio exchange.
Good evening, Las Vegas Approach. Helicopter medevac Mercy Air 21 beam Red Rock Park 7300 descending for UMC University Medical Center.
Mercy Air 21 Las Vegas ident, Las Vegas altimeter 3008.
21 ID 3008.
Got with Air Correction Spirit 546, contact Los Angeles Center on 124.62. Good night.
2462, Spirit Wings 546, we'll see ya.
Mercy Air 21, radar contact 15 to the west of Las Vegas, VOR, cleared through Bravo airspace.
21, position check. Just to advise, it looks like I have some sort of object over the Southern Hills area. Looks to be about 7,000 feet. Could be a balloon or something along those lines. It's unlit, so just advise.
Okay, I'm not seeing anything in that area, but that's not to say, like you're saying, there's something out there.
Yeah, I can only see it. I got night vision goggles on. I can only see it through the goggles.
Oh, that's awesome.
In the radio transmission, you can hear the pilot alert the controller to spotting something over the Southern Hills area, a hospital in the southwest corner of the Las Vegas metropolitan area. He notes that the object appears to be at around 7,000 feet and that it could be a balloon or something along those lines. So the controller responds saying he doesn't see it, but that doesn't mean there isn't something out there. The pilot then informs him that he has night vision goggles on and that he can only see it through the goggles. The controller seems pretty amazed with the pilot's capabilities, responding, "Ooh, that's awesome." This is Aircraft Spots, who mentioned the odd exchange on Twitter and posted the audio to SoundCloud. Apparently, he was tipped off to it by fellow Twitter user and aviation aficionado named KE6ZGP. According to Aircraft Spots, that aircraft N608CF doesn't historically use the Mercy Air 21 call sign. Still, it is the same type as the one that does and appears to be owned by the same company, Air Methods, so it is possible that this was the helicopter communicating with air traffic control. Also, its position is closer to the center of Las Vegas than it should be, at least based on the positioning call given by the air traffic controller in the recorded audio. And apparently it was an Augusta A109 registered N238AM belonging to Air Methods. We also now have better positioning information. According to this, the helicopter would have been roughly 9 miles from the South Hills Hospital, the approximate area where the pilot thought the object was flying over at 7,000 feet when the radio exchange occurred. When investigators talked to the Mercy Air Operations Base, where the helicopter flies out of, they were informed that Air Methods headquarters has told them not provide comment or access to the pilot who was talking on the radio and spotted the object. After a few days, they finally got comment from Air Methods, and here is what their director of communications sent.
The pilot believes that the object in question were Mylar balloons.
Mylar balloons? Is it right? Or do they hide something? Sincerely, I don't know if it's an attempt of cover-up or not, but you don't usually say, "Oh, that's awesome," when you see flying near you a simple Mylar balloon. Why didn't the pilot say in the radio transmission, "Oh, okay, it's just Mylar balloons, don't worry"? We could tell in his voice it was definitely something strange. But let's not draw conclusions too quickly, but I want to say that we will certainly know more about that mystery in the future, directly from the pilot himself. Maybe one day he will reveal what he really saw that night. What's certain is that it's a strange story. How would we have reacted ourselves instead of the pilot? I'm sure that pilots know well which words they have to use when their radio transmissions are recorded. Sooner or later, when they leave their job, their word becomes more free. Maybe we'll never get the answer, and maybe someday we'll have the big answer to all these unexplained phenomena. What's certain is that the truth is out there, somewhere, waiting to be revealed in broad daylight. So, hi, Tyler from Secure Team. Hi, the debunkers. Don't be too aggressive. Be respectful, please. Thanks for watching. Please like, share, and subscribe to Section 51. You can also subscribe to Secure Team 10. I'll be back really soon. Open your eyes, watch the sky, and live long and prosper.